Good morning and welcome to KUNA. My name is Hugh and I'm going to be showing you around this 2008 built Trader 64 Sunliner today. So this vessel is still in her original ownership and lying VAT paid in northern Mallorca. Was commissioned in 2009. So she was built 2008 to a 2009 model year, as we say in the biz. She's equipped with a pair of Caterpillar C12 diesels. They're rated at 700, or as it says on the engine, 705 horsepower if you must be picky. And they'll push her along at a comfortable cruise of 9 knots with a top speed of around about 15. As you can see, she's eminently suited to Mediterranean cruising. We've got this large custom-made passerelle. Good solid teak-laid decks right the way around, and plenty of thought given to sun protection as well as sunbathing. So this aft cockpit is almost completely covered by this boat deck overhang, which comes back from the Flybridge. Plenty of lounging area, loose chairs, and then really big, wide side decks leading forward. Very good solid stainless steel handrails. We have a pantographing side access door, which leads into the main helm there on the left. Good deck lockers, really well thought out mooring kit up here with 2 independent anchoring systems and plenty of locker space for chain and warp. Sun pads, a forward sun sofa which just comes out of the foredeck. Again, another side locker. And these big windows, panoramic on either side, and 3 forward facing screens give excellent light into the interior. So we're moving aft, almost level with the galley now. We have these perspex doors which can shut off the aft cockpit. 3 sets of EEC Glendinning controls on the throttles here. Hydraulic bow and stern thruster on this vessel. We'll go and have a walk up onto her Flybridge deck. So again, plenty of stainless steel, really well fabricated. These vessels were built out in Taiwan at Kaohsiung and imported by Trader Motor Yachts. We have a central helm with large Simrad plotter, throttle controls, Lumar auto anchor windlass, autopilot wind instrument. We also have controls for the bow and stern thruster, of course, and also this boat is Wesmar stabilised, so underway she'll sort herself out in a seaway. Really great view forward, right over that long forward deck. We have an almost brand new bimini reaching right the way over from the radar arch and covering this almost triple helm seat. So the standard boat was spec'd with individual helm seats. This one has a bench, so much more sociable. A wet bar at the aft end with a water supply and fridge. And again, just focusing in on the details of these stainless steel rails here. Everything really nicely polished out. No bird edges, so very good for resistance to rust, etc. Nice steelhead davit there for launching that tender. An aft sun pad, and plenty of shade on this massive Flybridge, so seating pretty much right the way around and main helm seats forward. Just look over that boat deck again. The rib is going with the sail, the small outboard, all located on tender blocks. And we'll have a look through into the main accommodation deck now. As we walk into the saloon, you'll see that there's an E-perb located on the port side. Long vista going right the way forward through to the helm. And then on the port side we have a U-shaped galley, which we'll just take a look at. Plenty of storage in here, both drawers, cupboards, lockers, good sized fridge with a freezer next door. Plenty of space for cutlery, decent sized sinks. The boat has 2 generators, 17.5 kVA Onans either side, so there are remote controls here. Stainless steel microwave. It's a 4-ring Smeg ceramic electric hob and a nice stainless steel fan oven. So it's a proper fitted kitchen, plenty of space, and as you can see, all finished to a very high standard. Moving forward, on the left side we have a large wrap-round sofa with a high-low table which can convert from coffee table to dining table, all trimmed out in cream leather, and 2 large armchairs over on the side. We have a high-low television that rises out of this unit here, and as you'll note, there's plenty of light coming through, if required, through all of these side windows, the aft door, and the forward screens. Underneath the carpets there's a beautiful highly polished floor right the way through the boat, with the central Stid helm seat, 2 Simraj large screen plotters, and again a complete bevy of navigational instruments and indicators. 3-seater sofa for friends just to join the helm here. The whole lot can be fully air conditioned, a very comfortable Stid helm seat with footrest, and everything's within very easy reach for the helm. That's the Wesmar stabiliser controls again, hydraulic bow and stern thruster, and there are even remote control blinds on these forward screens to keep the sun out when you're not using this lower helm. So spinning round to starboard, we have the access door onto that side deck, and also navigator's table. It has its own navigational instrument with stereo. Plenty of stainless steel here, and as we walk down this companionway to the forward accommodation, we've got the main 24-volt service switching panel with all the AC lines coming into it. On the other side of the companionway we have the 12-volt converted navigational switching, so your radar plotters are all powered on from here. We have a nice handrail taking us down into the central corridor where we have the 3 forward cabins and 2 forward heads. So there's one ensuite head which we can see here. That's ensuite to the twin cabin, and then as we move forward into the VIP master we have a centerline double. The heads and shower is round to our right hand side. Lots and lots of natural light coming in. We can get plenty of air in here with these opening port lights. We've got a really good sized hanging locker port and starboard, flat screen TVs, lots and lots of area on top for stowing books, etc., and then plenty of cupboards around. And that's the starboard hanging locker, which is nicely lined in cedar line to keep your clothes fresh and moth free. And again, a really good sized heads compartment. Easy flush loo, good stand-in shower with a thermostatic control. Nice little heads and wash stand here. Storage underneath, and a Corian moulded basin. Everything's very nicely put together. It's really sturdy, a really comfortable place to do your cruising. So for more friends, possibly a nice cabin for kids, we've got under and over berths in the starboard twin. Again, plenty of drawer storage, air conditioning, good natural light and ventilation coming in. Plenty of room for clothes. Even this has its own hanging locker, which is just there. Really nice cabin. So this boat is offering essentially 8 berths in 4 cabins. As we go over here, we can see the forward day heads. So this is a day head from the starboard cabin. Also has an ensuite access point into the cabin just behind it. So we've got a whopping great shower, large solid screen, nice head, and we've got access through into the twin cabin. So 2 level bunks, really nicely trimmed out. The timber throughout the boat is in extremely nice order. and in single ownership from new, so nothing's been screwed in. Again, a flat screen TV, access forward into that heads, decent sized hanging locker. Just show you the access into the heads here. I think I forgot to close the other door, so this will probably open a little bit. Yep, there we go. But that's that nice Corian wash stand. So we'll leave the forward accommodation and start heading back through the saloon towards the aft accommodation. So as said, she's powered by a big pair of CATs, C12s on board this boat at 705 horse each, controlled nicely and simply by these EEC throttles. The boat is rated to Class A, which is Ocean under RCD. Really well found, well built, longer term cruising boat. So going down through the aft companionway, we have the main switching and electrical boards. And looking forward, we have a large mirrored dog-latched engine room access door. And here we're in the beating heart of this boat. So these engines have run around about 1900 hours apiece. They were last serviced in spring 2018. Each engine weighs in at 705 horsepower. We've got twin generators from Cummins Onan, 17.5 kVA apiece, port and starboard. Air conditioning. We've got the main 24 volt dist panel here. So this is managing generators and lines coming in, chargers, etc. Air conditioning is managed through here. We have a large sea chest, so this allows the vessel to take water from the ocean and feeds through her cooling systems. And most of the freshwater hoses and manifolds are over on this side. As you can see, plenty of thought gone into these CPAR duplex filters, so we can switch over filters if we get dirty fuel. We've got a pair of large ratio ZF gearboxes transmitting thrust through these bearer plates, so a lot of the vibration will be taken out and fed into the hull rather than through the fittings on the boat. Proper heavy-duty FM200 fire extinguishing system fitted to this with auto trace. The engines are really nicely spaced apart. We have batteries underneath under the tread plates, heat exchangers there. Outboard of these engines, I'll just show you the main panel, just show you they are C12s. Got the header tank here, engine information and compliancy panel is just here. And then forward of this we have main battery chargers. So there's a panel of 3 up here, hot water tank, there's forced ventilation here in and out of the engine bay. That's second 17.5 kVA Onan, starboard exhaust and swivelling round. We've got port exhaust, the other generator. That's the hydraulic tank for activating. So we've got power takeoffs off both engines, PTOs on either. Main tanks forward with sight level gauges there. We have reverso remote oil change. So this can pump oil out of the engines for changes and also out of the generators. And this is the remote panel on the engines. So we've got a really light, bright, well laid out engine room. It's pretty easy to get around, and these are very much about owner driving, so owner maintenance can be done. Moving back past that panel, we have the laundry section, so this is underneath the starboard side of the boat. We've got a hot point dryer stacked on top of the washing machine, and due to the space that you get on board these traders, this boat has a beam of just under 5.5 metres. So we can put proper full-size domestic appliances in here. And we hit the aft cabin. So this is a full beam master, centerline, huge double berth. There's a high-low rise full TV fitted into that cabinet. large transom light. We've got a dressing sofa over onto the port. We've got a table with a vanity mirror, etc. over on starboard. 3 really good sized hanging lockers, and on the starboard side they're double lockers. Again, all lined in cedar to keep clothes fresh. Plenty of lights in here so you can really get the mood in the evenings. And as said, there's plenty of air and light coming in during the day. So we have an ensuite heads and shower compartment. Again, really nice heavy duty Corian, so very hard wearing, and this boat shows quite a little use from her adventures around in her first and current ownership. We've got a towel radiator, really decent size, almost a double sized shower, and a very nice head as well. So plenty of elbow room here, and this is a fantastic aft suite. So this is the big selling point. You've got an amazing view out over that bathing platform. Keep it cool in the summer, doesn't get too hot. We walk up through these doors to give you a decent view forward again of KUNA. So this is a 2008-9 Trader 64 Sunliner. Please do call us about it now. Many thanks for watching.